ladles and jelly spoons. It's Tim down for living with MS in Tenerife. We're here on our balcony doing balcony banter. I hope you like the introduction there. For those of you who don't like countdowns and stuff like that, then I apologise. But apart from that, everything's fine. So my name is Tim, and luckily enough, it's right there, just in case you didn't know. It's right there. This is Balcony Banter. It's the old style Balcony Banter where we're going to shoot the moon, answer some of your questions. I hope that you've all gone and watched the memoirs from Chris. If you haven't, don't worry. I'll show you a couple of snippets here later on. And also we've got Christina with us. She's in this camera here.
Hello.
And there she is, Christine Dowd. Christine with an E. Dowd, living with MS in Tenerife. And we're going to come back to me for a second because I'm going to tell you how today's going to work. So we're going to relax first. We're going to have a Tim and tonic. There you go. Chris has got a water. I've got my earphones in. I've only got one of these. I might buy Chris some for next time. And she's got a water as well. And let's just see what you guys are saying. So I got down to Anne. Good evening, Tim and Christina. Enjoyable memoirs. Oh, thank you. Craig's on. Evening, Michael and Anne. Jeff Daniels is on. Derek Walker. It's Craig. So watch the memoirs about 2 o'clock this afternoon. Yeah, what I did is I put it out early for members only because YouTube allows me to do that now and then put it to public later. So I thought, well, the members, I keep saying all they get is a little badge, but yeah, sometimes you get an early look at what I'm doing. Heather McCarthy's on. Good evening, everybody. Diane. Oh, everybody in the chat. Fear the bull. Exactly. Does it tell you, or did you check it with your phone? It was Fear the Bull, and I bought that on what's it called? Let's get Chris on. Here we go. I bought that on Epidemic Sound. Go and check out the link in the description. I think there's a link in this description because I sorted it out. But also, I've noticed that I put the timings for Christina's video in this thing, and that's totally wrong. So you can ignore the timings on the description of that one. It should have gone on the other one. Anyway, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, as they say in Scotland. Fiona saying good evening. Tim, Christina, all. Evening, Anne. Here we go. Evening, Anne. Diane. Oh, Anne, Ian Owl. Hi, Tim. Really enjoyed the intro, Maestro. Thank you. I got loads of these, so I can actually play this one. I thought it was a 60s vibe. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tim Dow for Living with MS in Tenerife, and here we are on Balcony Banter. You're listening to the show at 103.5 FM. Something like that, anyway.
All 1-800, no break.
We're all the way in New Zealand, Smiler? The McCarthy's on. And the Lord, he's QQing it all the time. Is that a Tim and tonic? Certainly is. It's lime juice and tonic water with a block of ice. Oh, and we need it today. It's boiling here. What have we got? We have 31 degrees in the shade, in the shaddy. And I put down the blinds here. Let me just get this and turn this off. And then go into here and turn the camera on. So we're going to turn the camera on. Continuity camera, there we go. So the continuity camera's on. All I have to do now is click to start it. I think that's what we do. There you go. And we can get the third camera on, I think, here. And get rid of that for a second. So that's what we're looking at, because if I didn't have that down, there will be loads and loads and loads of sun in my eyes. But I'm going to show you where we are. I'll let you look at that. That's okay. That's the Hard Rock Hotel behind these two here. So you can't actually see the hotel, but you can see everything else. Whoops, that's kind of a bit weird. There you go. So let's do that. So that'll give you a nice view of our balcony out to the side. So I'll tip it up slightly so we get rid of those. Let's do that. There you go. That's perfect. So we're tipping up so we get rid of the satellite dishes, but there you go. A couple of wispy clouds over Los Cristianos. See what you guys are saying still? So the Lord, we did that one. And Smiler's on. Hi Heather, good afternoon everybody. Smiler, Caretaker Studio. Good evening Tim and Christina. Very well, thank you. And Smiler, there you go. And Sarah Charles is on QQ. No yellow t-shirt tonight. No, I've kept the one on they had this morning because I'm going to turn the blue screen on in a minute and have me wafting. In fact, I'm going to do it now. I've got to do it now. This is what I did this morning. If you missed the live this morning, we had a bit of fun. I'm going to go to camera A and I'm going to turn the blue screen on. Woo! Woo! I'm just a headless chicken. Anyway, so that was just a bit of fun. So, as you can see, Sarah and a few others have started doing QQ because, and I'll show you why. What happens is, everybody's saying hi to everybody else, right? And if they're sort of chatting amongst themselves, that's fine. That's what we love about this channel, is the community that you've built here. And then I thought, well, how do I know when people are talking to me? And what I do is I filter through QQ. So, the Lord has asked a question and Sarah has asked a question. There you go. So now I can only see when you type QQ. So if you're chatting to other people, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. If you want to talk to me or Chris, do a quick question, QQ, and we'll see it pop up here. And I can also put a little ticker down here to ask a question, type QQ. But that cuts over the this thing here, doesn't it? Oh God, let's move this up slightly. No, I've got the wrong one. Let's do that. Okay, it's all locked. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to take that off again. Oh. I'm messing it up now. Anyway.
Faulty Towers moment.
It's not a Faulty Towers moment at all. At all. But I've turned something else off, I think. I've got the background on. Okay, there we go. The JPEG, there you go. That's what I turned off by accident. Anyway, ladles and jelly spoons. So this is, you're on camera, by the way, okay?
Good.
So this is Balcony Banter. You went in, and those of you that saw the memoirs, thank you so much. And I put one in here somewhere to do the blank.
Good afternoon, ladles and jelly spoons. I'm back. I had a long
Now, I'm not going to make you
day
sit through the whole thing whilst we're sat here drinking Tim and tonics. So I'm going to mute that down a bit. But what I can do is
what were the QQs?
just a quick couple of questions. So we're in Breton. We were in Breton, or Chris was in Breton, not me. And this was the one I wanted to. So this was the song.
Oder komm ich vor Gericht, barfuß oder Lackschuh, so geht es bei mir zu, wie die goldenen.
So barfuß oder Lackschuh means barefoot or patent leather shoes. And that's what we put in there.
And I forgot to tell about one hotel that was barefoot. And there were lots of workers sleeping there. And who worked on the side somewhere. And they were all snoring terrible. And you could hear it through the walls.
Oh, that was definitely a barfuß, a barefoot
That was
hotel.
a barefoot. And then the bedding didn't look really clean.
Ah, so maybe the reaction wasn't the seafood. Maybe it was the nits in the bedding.
I don't think that was that. And Heidrun and me didn't undress at all this night. We slept in our
Clothes.
our clothes
Cool,
and
dude.
put a towel on the bedding.
So nobody's QQing, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to see if everybody's still with us. Okay, Gary Payne, QUI, QQ. Hi, Tim and Christina, can't wait to get back on Sunday, Gary. Cool dude. Thumbs up, please, thank you. Ian Owls put the thumbs up there. Oops. Rick and Shelley are going to Benidorm tomorrow. Why would anyone go to Benidorm? It's beautiful. We have a beautiful island here. Next 4 or 5 days, you can surely are going. Weekends surely are. It's going to be quiet for the next 4 to 5 days. We can surely are going to Benidorm. Oh, okay. Oh, we are surely. Rick and Shelley got you. Are you dictating? I do that sometimes and it comes out really weird. Okay. Cool dudes. So we got 34 people watching. Now, I know that the balcony banter is not everybody's cup of tea. But I expected more than 34 people to come in and say hello. But that's not a problem. Is it because I'm not doing the walks anymore? I am going to do a walk tomorrow. No, I won't be doing a walk tomorrow because I got something being delivered. Damn, I'm going to have to cancel
Are
that.
they coming in the morning?
No, but I want to clear up here and try and get that out before they arrive, because then they can take it all with them.
You know, aloe vera comes back from hospital.
Aloe Vera's been to hospital, and the dead one is going to be transplanted. I'm actually thinking of put it in that empty pot there. We got a big pot that's empty. In fact, we shouldn't have bought 4 pots because we've already got one big one. Oh, that's this. I put it in the wrong place again. There we go. There you go.
So if anybody wants,
QQQ.
if anybody wants a baby aloe vera, we gonna give
Yeah, we got lots
some
of babies.
away.
What happened was the operation was successful. So if you remember, aloe vera was in the big pot, and they took it out of there, and they said they'll split it up, and however many plants they find, that's how many pots they'll have. So I said, well, I want 4. So I want 1 big one, 2 middle ones, and a small one, and that's just going to be here. And I said, and if you got any left, just put them in little plastic pots, and we'll take them. Anyway, there's another 5 in the plastic pots, isn't there?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, so we got 4 that we're going to keep and 5 that we can give away or dot around or do what I want. I don't know. We're not sure yet. We're not sure yet. And it's Craig saying, you can tell Siri how do you spell properly. I don't understand everyone who uses her. Chris has got a problem with Siri sometimes, haven't you?
Yeah.
Because you've got Siri in German, haven't you?
Yeah.
And when you ask for an English title to play,
Last time I said, what song is that? And she said some name, what the song was called. And then she said, by U2. U2.
by you too. Yeah, I told her, you don't want to do Siri in German. Because, I mean, they develop it for English, right?
And
they just translate stuff into German. The only thing is, if she asks Siri to play, I don't know, Munchausen or whatever, I don't know,
yeah.
then she doesn't understand. So any of the German bands, Ringelstädte, yeah? Spiel Ringelstädte, por favor. Then it's not that. So there you go. Don't forget, if you want to talk to, if you have a question, just put QQ, and there's your question. I'll show you how many QQs I've got, right? So this is the whole interface that I'm looking at, and the top right here, you can see QQ. Back to normal now, hopefully. Right, so we'll see what the random, I can pick up a random one. Holiday Philosopher, good evening. Holiday Philosopher, you want to talk to us, then QQ and write something. Otherwise, it'll be hidden in all the millions of comments we're getting, which isn't that true. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. I was talking about the Alcalá video. Was excellent. My side of the island. There you go. There you go. We're only 6 kilometers from Alcalá here, so it's not too bad.
I like Alcalá too.
Personally, I think the Monte Cristo is going to be a massive loss. I find most viewers find it extremely popular. Personally, I think Monte Cristo is going to be a massive loss. I find most people find it very popular.
Because you said you might swap Freaky Friday to another.
Oh, to another bar. I probably won't. I probably won't. I've got sorry, a thing in my throat.
I forgot.
A frog in my throat. I'm going to put that there and go and get another water. Christina will entertain you as we speak.
Okay.
Okay, Chris. Go for it. Oh.
So I just said, I'm really, really happy when I have my aloe vera back. Because that's kind of history. We got it when we just had come here. And I bought lots of cosmetics in a shop, in an aloe vera shop. And they were expensive. But then we still had money. And the aloe vera was really small. So she said, I give that to you because you spend 100 euros. And we came home and we planted it. First we put it in water to let it get some roots. Then we planted it. And it grew and grew and grew. And we had to buy new pots every 2 years. But now it got babies.
Great grandmother.
And the pots were a lot too small again.
Okay, so Christina wasn't able to see your what's it called?
Comments? But if you find a way to write them that big.
I could actually do that, but then I'll have to give you a money. No, okay.
Not worth the hassle.
Okay, so let's go to QQ quick. We got a couple in here. Where did the grog from? Try again. Where did the frog come from? What species is it? It's a South American tree frog, and it's totally poisonous. Is it poisonous or venomous? I think it's poisonous, yeah? What's the difference between poisonous and venomous? Sarah Charles says, on holiday next week. We're booking last minute, but I don't think we'll be in Tenerife this time round. Might be going somewhere the McMaster is. I watch out McMaster if he's still out there. I think he's. I actually don't know where he is, to tell you the truth. I know he went out that way, but he's going to hire a car. And QQing, thinking of buying a 2-bed, 2-bath in La Caleta. Is it nice and quiet? La Caleta is a beautiful little village. It's sort of the mixture between tourism and locality. In fact, I had a bacon butty in the place when on my birthday, didn't I? When we went to James' place down there. But there's lots of restaurants, and also it's nice just to walk. There's plenty of walks. There's also the beginning of the Maritime Walkway, so you can actually walk to Los Cristianos. It takes you about 2.5 hours, I think, or 4 hours if you stop halfway. So yeah, La Caleta, that's where we were looking actually. We were looking all the way up to La Caleta, weren't we?
Yeah.
And then what happened was, we found out that a lot of the older apartments, the ones that we could afford, were too small and not very wheelchair friendly.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to go through the door.
No, no. And then we
Not
looked at,
even able here.
right, then we looked at the good ones, the nice ones, but they were 1,200 then 10 years ago. So they're probably around about £2,000 a month now, which, you know, you can't afford that. And so yeah, that's why we didn't pick like a letter. And then we said, well, we can be outside the Maritime Walkway place and spend less on the rent and buy a car, which is what we did in the end. So we're out in Cayo Salvaje. You're going to be paying a premium for that area, though. So I mean, you would get a lot more stuff for your money if you looked further afield outside of the tourist areas, really. And also, you probably don't want to live somewhere that's where the people around you change every week, you know. So what I would do is consider coming over for a month or maybe 2 if you can afford that, and looking around the whole island, because buying a place is very different to renting a place. Renting a place, you can sort of say, I don't like it, dogs over there, smokers next door, whatever, and you can just pack up and go. But buying a place, you've got to sort of commit. So you really need to know what you're doing there, don't you? Don't you, kid? You really need to know what you're doing there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to... oh, I like this. And I hope that tip got to you safely. And Fiona's saying, QQ, is it possible to show photos of Christina up as she was growing up with her memoirs, Tim, please? Have we got any old pictures of you? We've moved house so often that all the old albums, I think, are in a cellar of another house in Germany somewhere. In fact, they've emptied the house now since your dad died, yeah?
Yeah. I still got a few here when I was a child. But
But you haven't got one of those flip books, no?
no.
No? I think you might have somewhere.
Yeah, well, that's mainly your pictures.
No, I think I've seen you as a teenager as well. Yeah, I think so.
Let me have a look.
We'll have a look anyway. Yeah, we can do that. Or we'll do a special. Memoirs, Christina's memoirs pictures. I wonder if I got any. Let's have a look to see if I got any in my computer. Oh, I don't know. I don't even know how to.
Only a wedding picture, I think.
I've only got the wedding picture.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows the wedding picture. Regensburg 2016. Oh, they're not synced to this Mac yet. No, I can't show. No, don't worry. So we're back in the room. We're back in the room. Did we go away? Did it freeze or anything? Did it freeze? So let's get rid of QQ and go down to the bottom. Oh, Vinny put a QQ up. Venom, they bite you, poison, you eat them. That's it, yeah. Venom. A venomous frog is, they have venom. But the South American tree frog actually has venom coming out of its skin. So even if you touch it, you die. Even if you touch it, you die. Orcus Whaling's on. Diane O.
Not a lot of people eat frogs.
Yeah, not many people eat frogs, only the French. And then just the legs. Must be thousands of frogs with wheelchairs in France. Yeah? Diane L saying it's nice that you had the aloe vera since you first moved there, yeah? We got it with Stephanie, didn't we? We went up to the mountain. Yeah. I think we arrived in the July and Stephanie came over in the September, didn't she? Yes, ma'am. Let's do a random one. Carl Rushton, hi Tim and Christina, coming out very soon, staying in Los Chris. We'll email you next week to arrange a walk. Cool dude. As I say, I'm going to go on walks, the old style, when people come with me. Because I think taking the whole sort of computer and everything and getting people, that's not going to fly. So if you want me to do walks, all you need to do is to get somebody to come with me. And not only that, but if somebody registers to come for a walk with me, then what happens is I got to get up, because sometimes I'll go, oh, there's nobody coming, what am I going to do? What's the matter, you holiday philosopher? QQ, 86 days until Tenerife. Will you be available for the walk mid-December? All being well, I am planning to walk Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And so you can always check on timothydowd.com/events for that one. Have I got a splash for that? I don't think I've got a splash for that, have I? timothydowd.com/events. Let's put a text box up here and type the text. timothydowd.com/events. There you go. Add. Buff. Done it. Oh, that wasn't very good, was it? We'll do the text box dynamic. There you go. And we'll shrink him down a bit. There you go. I'll bring him over. We'll stick him there. So, yeah, timothydowd.com/events. Check that out. I usually put the events 1 week ahead, but that's only because I've got the... which version is it? I've got the free version of events calendar for my thing. But if I give them a couple of bob, I can get the pro version, and then I can do them further out, and there's more things. But I don't know whether to do it. Webby's on. Christine looks good, he says.
Thank you.
So where are we up to? Webby boom. Off down for footy soon, Bayern Munich and Man United.
I've heard that on the radio.
You heard it on the radio? Webby
Yeah.
boom. Tenerife did that one. Jeff Daniels, Webby boom. Anne-Marie, Webby. There you go. Vinny. Google said venom is introduced via a wound. Poison is absorbed, inhaled, or ingested. Wow. So you can be poisoned by absorbing it. Okay. And venom is introduced via wound. Interesting, as they say. Interesting. Webby's saying Christina looks good.
Just told me.
Yeah, it's on the screen now.
Oh, thank you anyway.
And QQ Webby's on. Quick question. There you go. The Lord Webby told you bluebirds would do you. Webby told you bluebirds would do you. I don't know what that means. It probably means something to do with football, is it? I know Webby's always talking about a blue nose, but I don't know what a bluebird is. There you go. Lord, be careful. We were poor. Oh, it probably means something then. Probably means something. Cool dude. So what else do you want to know? As I say, you can ask us anything. I've got my music on now. I've got like a nice music thing here. Late Night Reporter. COVID update. Do you remember that one? I used to do the AFCAS with the COVID update for that one, didn't I? Pressing the wrong buttons again. There we go. Let's get rid of the music. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying myself at the moment. I'm getting to grips with the flat and everything. So, you know what I'm like. I'm sort of at ADHD and I can't sort of do stuff and hang around and do stuff. I've done loads of washing today. I've done 3 loads of washing today. And the last one's in now because you can't wash at night here.
And you said I can hang up with washing. And 2 minutes later, gone.
I was doing something else, yeah. It is terrible. But I'm glad I know what it is now. I thought I was just lazy. There you go, ladles and jelly spoons. Bluebirds are Cardiff. Beat Coventry last night. Oh, he said he was going home to watch Coventry. He watches on his big TV. We got a big TV, haven't we, kid?
Yeah.
What I'm going to do, because this picture doesn't move, I'm going to turn the continuity camera off, otherwise I'll run out of battery on my phone and it'll overheat, which I think it is doing at the moment as we speak. So I'm just going to turn the continuity camera off. Oh look, this is what you see. Oh, Webby didn't clean my lens. There you go. Let's do it like this. There you go. So that's the setup we've got with this control surface here. It's all high tech. Oh, there's my new MacBook Air 15-inch. Cool, dude. Do you know how much the new iPhones are? I'm not kidding you. Don't tell Chris, will you? Don't tell Chris. I'm gonna get rid of this in just a second. Go to General, AirPlay handoff, continuity camera off. There you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. The last thing I'm upgrading is my phone. And I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to do the iPhone 14 because the iPhone 15 has got the USB-C connector. And let me just get rid of this. Camera C, go on. That's a woody word. Let's have a look at a random comment. 8th October, 12 days, mate. Cool dude. Cool dude. 8th of October. Flies coming in now. Yeah, so I looked at the prices, and they're a bit cheaper on the island because of the VAT, right? But if you have to go with the Pro to get the better camera, right? And the iPhone normal 15 is over €1,000, and the Pro Max, which I was looking at, with a little bit more memory, like 512 gigs of memory. They're selling that for €1,800. I cannot justify that expense. I cannot justify that expense. So if you want to do super chat, €1,800, buy me an iPhone 15 Pro Max. Then, cheers, big ears. Oh, Webby, go on your mattress. Get the money out. I already gave you an iPad, Webby. It's about time you gave me something back. I want an iPhone 15 Pro Max, please.
And you get an aloe vera baby on top of it.
Yep, you get it for free.
For free.
For free, an aloe vera baby for free. You're a card, Mrs. Dowd. You're a card. Okay. Bluebirds. Vinny says, nice music. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Tim's News Round. Shuffle papers. Exactly. Go back and watch some of the AFCAS. They were quite good. Was hanging out in the washing on the Siegfried line. Oh, we can't sing those. Edinburgh Honest Guide. What a view! Thank you. It's obviously a great view, isn't it? And Vinny is. Good evening, Michael. And QQ. £2,399 of it. That's because you got 21% VAT. Or 20%, is it in Britain? 20% in Britain. And we've only got 7. So there is a difference. You can get, what I'm thinking of doing, they're doing for 1,500, they're doing the iPhone 15 Pro without the Max. And to say the truth, I don't need the Max because it won't fit in my gimbal. The Max won't fit in my Osmo. So I might get that one though. But that would be an investment for 3 or 4 years, wouldn't it? I mean, you can't. I can't afford that every year. So it's the iPhone 11. So 11 to 15, and then the next one will be iPhone 20 after that. There you go.
Just Brita.
You heard it here first, Diane O. What did you mean by cheaper on the island because of the VAT? Yeah, well, because okay. We're in Europe, right? But as an island nation, we have special tax concessions, and that's why Europeans, it used to be Brits, but after Brexit this doesn't count anymore, but Europeans used to be able to just take as much as you like. But in the Canary Islands, there are still limits to how much alcohol and tobacco and stuff you can export from here, because on the island we don't pay the IVA, which is the 21% VAT in Spain. It doesn't exist here, so we have IGIC, and the IVA is Impuesto something or other. It's like VAT, and IGIC is Impuesto General Islas Canarias. So it's the general tax of the Canary Islands, and it's, well, there's different tiers like VATs, but it's mostly 7% on everything. So we get a lot of things cheaper. If I buy something from Thomann in Germany, they send me the stuff less the 21%, and then I've got to import it, and then when it gets to here I've got to pay the 7% and an extra tax called, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's basically however the guy feels on the day. So you actually end up paying the 21% anyway. But if you buy it, if you're not importing it yourself, if you're buying it here, then in a shop, then things are a lot cheaper here because there's only 7% VAT in the Canary Islands. Web can't be as bad as Wednesday, mate. QQ is a question for me, not for Webby. QQ, you would need to correct lotto numbers for yeah, exactly. I know the lotto numbers. They're between 1 and 60, are they? I paid $17.99 for my Pro Max 14, 1 terabyte. Yeah, terabyte is, the storage is a lot. Last November, not even used a quarter of the storage. You know, you're probably right. I probably don't need the 5. I don't need the 512. Maybe with a 256, because that's cheaper. BGR, who's a great company, by the way. BGR Solutions. Okay. Ah, thanks, Tim. Okay, there you go. BGR Solutions sent me a text with a link to their website, bgrsolutions.net. And it takes a while to load. I don't know why, but it takes a while to load. And accept cookies. Where you can reserve it. Oh, I thought they got prices in there. Oh no, the prices were in the email they sent. There you go. BGR Solutions. View in browser. So here we go. iPhone 14. Where's the iPhone 15? 14? No. Oh, yeah, that was last year's. Where did I see that then? Where did I see the Pro Max? Martha Stewart, no support. It must have been on, I must have got it somewhere else. I can't remember where I got it now. Anyway, enough of this. Are we losing people? 48 people still watching. So, yeah, so I probably won't go for the 512 then. I'll probably go for the 256. Because you can plug now, with it being a USB-C, you can plug a 1 terabyte hard drive into it now. So you don't need the storage. Onboard storage is temporary. Heather McCarthy saying, I would rather spend the money on a holiday. I'm not into tech stuff. Exactly right. The governor drinking glass, very good. The governor drinking glass, very good, very nice. The governor's the wine that we have, which I used for cooking last night. What are we having tonight? That's a nice red, it is. What are we having tonight? Cabbage. I've done cabbage steak, right? So it's like I had half a head of cabbage. So I cut the end off so it's not round and cut it in half like that. So there's 2 thick steaks. I put them in olive oil and a little bit of spices and some oregano and a little bit of lemon zest. And I baked them for 30 minutes in a 200 degree Celsius oven, 400 Fahrenheit, and with the olive oil in a little tray. And then I've just crumbled feta cheese on top. I'm going to halve some cherry tomatoes and throw those on top. And then if I find some other vegetable-y type stuff, like peppers or what have you, that need eating, I'll chuck those on top. And then we just grill the top then to brown the cheese. Feta cheese browns really, really nice without melting. So if you grill it really hot, so it'll sort of like get a crust on it, and it's lovely. So it's soft on the inside and crunchy on the outside. And then we're going to have that with
Like Timmy.
crunchy on the outside.
And soft on the inside.
I'm soft on the inside. I have a softie, aren't I?
Yeah.
I have a softie. I look like a pirate, but I'm a softie, really. Anyway, lids and jelly spoons. Emma's on. Quick question. Did you enjoy Drive, Drone and Drink as much as I did? Great mixed video. Thanks for sharing. Emma, I've got to thank you. Every time I think Drive, Drone and Drink, I think that's fantastic. What I did this morning is I actually did it live, but I prefer the one I did in Alcalá because I had more time and I didn't... there's some stuff that I filmed this morning that I didn't show this morning, like inside the bar and stuff. But there wasn't enough really to have its own vlog, so I just did it while I was there, and also because I wanted to test it out, because I've got this little thing here. I can't pick it up because it'll unplug and then we'll all go. I can't even say the word I'm going to say, but there you go. Yeah. So the Drive, Drone, Drink, that is going to be a staple. I think I'm going to do it on a Mondays, and maybe if I've got time, one of the weekend mornings, if I do it early enough, because Chris still likes to lie in at the weekends, and I've got to go to the Farmacia and the bakers in the morning. So before that, I could go somewhere, do a Drive, Drone, Drink, and then edit that when Christina goes to bed Saturday night, and then you can have that on a Sunday. Interesting. But yeah, I do like the new thing. For some reason, they don't get as many hits as the walk-in lives do. But as I said, I'm not in it for that. I'm not in it for the views. I'm not in it for the subscribers. I'm in it for me, and also the community that's you've built up around it. I'll support that all the time. So there will always be lives. There will always be a chance for you to come in and do stuff. But I'm relaxing. I'm relaxing and enjoying myself, which is what everybody should do. Craig's asking a question. Quick question. Do you think Tim is a good cook, Christine?
He's the best. The only one I ate things that are as good as Tim's were the food we had on
Monday.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah.
They were as good as me.
That was as good as yours.
Oh, there you go. So I cook as good as legendary. Thank you, Chris. Brilliant, says Emma. And I got to thank Emma as well for coming up with the name. Does Christina enjoy time cooking? David Hirschfeld. Christina doesn't cook.
I don't cook
She doesn't cook. She doesn't do mornings and she don't cook.
Because I wasn't even a good cook when I still can't do it.
You weren't a good cook when you still couldn't do it.
And now I'm even worse.
All right. Let's just do this. I can't get your temperature up. I go blue and right to the end there. So I shall tint you. Do you want to go green or purple? No, purple's no good. Because I look a lot browner than you, even though that you're just as brown as me. Okay. Anyway, so I'm trying to do something here. I'm trying to do it. Let's zoom in a bit more. There you go. See, this camera that Christine's on is a really wide camera. So if we go up to here.
So I look fatter, but...
No, but what will happen is because your head's further away, your body looks massive, right? But I'm zoomed into
And
you.
the head is really...
Small. But I'm zoomed right in now to your head. There you go. So she enjoys, she doesn't enjoy cooking, but she enjoys eating.
Yeah, but not a lot. And not too late.
There we go. Anne and David, have a safe flight. Enjoy your hauls. Yes, of course. All good. Thanks, says Vinny. Fiona's quick question. What do you both have to eat while you were at Legendary? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got to say what we ate. I had a starter. Chris didn't have a starter, did you? But you tried mine. I got the tray of scallops, and it's like, it's actually a special plate with dimples in it. Yeah. And the scallops came, they were perfectly cooked. They had this olive oil and a little bit of herbs on it and lemon zest. And it looked fantastic and it tasted great, yeah. But it was $22, and you know.
A starter for 20.
A starter for 20. The cheapest starter is €18, and it's padron peppers, which is basically just grilled green peppers. You know, I don't know how anybody buys that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Probably better.
you get them for $1.99 for a bag in the supermarket.
But those ones are probably a lot better.
I should imagine so, and maybe I've just had padron peppers that people just chuck on your plate. Maybe these were done with love or whatever. So it is a special occasion restaurant. And then for mains, Christina had the ravioli with pumpkin. Yeah.
Tortellini, or
And cheese, eh?
wasn't it tortellini filled with...
What did I say? Ravioli. Tortellini was. Tortellini. There's a couple of flies just arrived.
I'm sure they were handmade.
Oh, definitely. Definitely handmade.
Because nobody sells tortellini filled with pumpkin.
That's true.
And
That's
a
true.
fantastic cheese sauce.
It was good, wasn't it? I tried a little bit of it. That was really good. And I had a duck breast, and I had it blushing pink, and there was a sauce with it. I can't explain how the sauce was. It was a toss up between a gravy and a jam, and that was fantastic. And I had sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries. So let's see what you got. A random. Sounds delicious, says Fiona. It was. Have a great holiday. We did that one. North Tenerife man's on. Good evening, NTM. I did doff my cap to you this morning when I caught myself with a shadow. I always do that. It's Craig. If I see a drunk man walking up Las Americas, I know it's Mr. B. And there we go, North Tenerife man. David Butler, NTM, thumbs up. So, what time is it now? 19:20. So we've been on nearly an hour. So we're going to call it, are we? So what else do we want to show? Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't say that you're watching. Balcony banter. I was late doing that as well. So that was pretty cool. So we're going to go down to the outro now. We didn't turn on the people today, even though I have my earphones in, for the simple reason is I've realised that not everybody wants to come on, and that it's the same people that come on, and this is a good thing. But I'm actually going to go back to the way that we used to do the lives, where you contact me if you want to come on, and we talk about it offline, and then we pick a time, and then you come on. So if you are a Balcony Banter fan and you want to come on and chat with us, even if it's just for 60 seconds, just to say hi and where you're from and what you do, then send me an email, Timothy Dowd, live@timothydowd.com. There's an email address you can send to, and tell me all about it. In fact, if you go to timothydowd.com/live, there's instructions on how to do that. And we'll get you on any Wednesday. So we are going to open up any Wednesday. For those of you who are sat there, I'm actually going to, seeing as I've got my earphones in, for the last 10 minutes or 8 minutes, if anybody wants to pop in and, where is it? No, that's the wrong one. That one. So if anybody wants to come in the room, I have got it open. I've got 18 hours of interview time remaining on my monthly plan. So if anybody wants to come in and talk with us, Christina's got her earphones here as well, so she can hear you if you do come in. And if you just want to come in and say goodbye, that's even better. So what we'll do, we go to, was it 2 hosts and a guest? So let's get Christina in the middle there. There you go.
Am I still with a little head?
No. I've sorted that out. You look perfect. You look perfect.
Good.
Good. She says good. There we go. So let's bring you back slightly. There you go. So if anybody's coming in, they're going to be in the middle here. They're going to be right here. So join in. Join in. And it's very easy to join in. You just go to timothydowd.com/live. Oh, I better show you that, don't I? timothydowd.com/live, and then just press the button. If you're on a phone, it automatically connects. You might have to say, yes, I agree that the software can listen to the microphone and do the, what's it called? Well, there you go. Evening, Tim and Christina. Hope you're both well, says Dane Doofus. Dane, good. I got your email the other day, and I got your message as well from there, and I hope you're still doing good work in the garden and up there in Scotland. And next time you're over, we're definitely going to meet up, Dane. Heather's on and says, sounds like a pricey place, but I'm sure that the food's great there. It is pricey, but I think that if you go there and as a special occasion,
And if you got money,
yeah. We were lucky because we were invited, and I don't want. Well, I can mention his name is Phil, but I don't want to say who he is. Thank you, Phil, and family, and for inviting us there. So it was really, really nice of you to do that, and we'll see you on the next one, my old China, as they say.
we actually had a grappa, real grappa.
A real grappa we had, yeah. You know what I forgot to do as well is wipe this camera. So nobody's coming in, which is okay, because we've only got 5 minutes to go. I'll do a countdown, and then with the countdown now, have we got a countdown? Yeah, we'll do a 60-second countdown, and if nobody comes in 60 seconds, then we'll be off. We'll play our outro music, and we will go. Cool dude. So Christina's putting her earphones on just in case somebody pops in. Don't forget, go to timothydowd.com/live, press the little button, say yes to microphone, yes to thing. I think you got to type your name as well, but you can put any name you like in. You come in the green room. And when you're in the green room, you're not immediately on the thing, so I'll look at you, and if I like the look of you, I'll let you in. And if I don't like the look of you, because I was warned today that maybe somebody would want to come on and show their bottom. But that's another story. 10 seconds to go. Doesn't look like anybody's coming in. So let's kill that. And kill that. And kill that. Good. Let's have a random. Is Christina still a Jim Morrison fan?
Yeah.
You don't need these anymore. Unless you want to hear the music on the end. No.
Yeah. Yeah, but not so was open door.
Not a fanatic anymore.
Not a fanatic.
A fan, but not a fanatic.
Yeah.
I've just noticed that something's missing. A little white piece of plastic here. Anyway, don't move because you're twickled.
Somebody's at the door.
I don't know who's at the door. You talk to these guys.
Okay, we just find out who's at the door. Because there's not often somebody rings the bell. Might be just people who want to sell something. But we'll see in a minute.
It's the postman.
Is it?
Probably bringing your stuff.
Oh!
We gotta go, kids. Thank you so much. So we're just gonna do a quick outro. Two host outro. Here we go, and we'll do the small town bliss. Where are we? Small town bliss, come on. And is that working? Am I plugged in? Anyway, it's probably not working, but there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining today, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.